What is up, everybody? Happy Saturday. My buddy Tony over here called me yesterday. Said, hey, you going fishing in the morning? I'll go with you. Perfect. Out we went. First cast?
First cast.
First cast. And it was on. That first half of our first drift, the screen was, live scope was lit up. We had targets and they were actively feeding. For the first time all season, I wondered to myself what it would have been like to be there for the hour before daylight. Because we caught what turned out to be the end of it. And we bailed them as fast as we could. It was a fist fight there for the first half an hour, 45 minutes.
3 or 4 doubles.
Multiple doubles. 4 of the first 6 fish we caught were keepers. Boom. We ended up catching 34 walleyes this morning. 1 big sheep's head.
Big sheeps, a couple perch mixed in.
Some perch mixed in. 34 walleyes, and we kept our 10. So our ratio was pretty good. Yeah. Better than it was on Monday. It was fun. These fish were actively feeding. And real quick, I'm gonna bring up something. They were all very, very pale in color.
Yeah.
Very pale, silvery almost, real white bellies, very pale. I asked Tony Buffa the other day about that, and he said that the late Dr. Forney, the original biologist out to Shackleton Point from Cornell, said that the pigmentation on a walleye is a product of its environment. And the more sunlight, the lighter in color it is, the less sunlight, the darker. So that means that a darker fish is one that's lived deep most of its life, and a lighter fish is one that's lived shallower. If that holds true, all these fish we're catching today in 27 foot of water have lived their life shallow, and they're out there. And we didn't see a lot of bait.
No, hardly. Right towards the end, we saw some bait.
A little, but not much. And there's a pile of fish there, and I don't know why they're there. Like, there's nothing that looks like it's holding them. Now, the far west end is just full. You couldn't stuff another perch in there, and bait and all kinds of stuff. But those schools of walleyes don't seem to be there. But they're out in a big, deeper flat with less food around. I don't understand it. And then also that those are the fish that have lived in the shallows all summer, and now they moved out deep. And what are they doing out there? This morning they were biting. This morning they were biting.
We didn't have near as many snags as normal. Like, you could tell the fish were biting today.
So when you jig it up like this and you're watching your line fall and it starts to go limp, they were straightening it right out. Hitting it on the way up, you were snapping a shiver minnow, and on the way up they were hitting it like this, and you couldn't catch up to them. I mean, just knocking the stuffing right out of it. And that is so much fun when you get that fall jig bite. Water temps 54 in the river, 55, 56 out in the main lake. The wind kicked up on us right at the end. It started blowing 20. You could feel that fan just really kick on. So we finished out our limit and we came in. The Krenzer Starcraft Yamaha, she did great. We were in 3s and 4s when we started.
Yeah. And
the farther west you got with the west wind, the less the waves, still the wind was blowing. She handles it beautiful. I've been very, very, very happy with my boat. Very happy. Like everything, it's a work in progress, and there's always little things. I need to improve on it and add to it on my own. But
it'd be nice to have breakfast out here once in a while. You could bring breakfast.
What kind of host am I? All right, that's our Saturday. Hey, SU's not going to lose today.
Truth.
They are not going to lose. That's my prediction. SU will not suffer a crushing defeat today.
They cannot.
That's a guaranteed winner right there. All right, from a cold, wet, windy Oneida Lake. Keep her tip up.